Guys, Midecali here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at nodes, branches, and loops. First of all, we need to define each of these things so you can understand where we're heading at. A branch represents a single element such as the voltage source, the resistor, the current source, single elements in your circuit. While a node is a point of connection between two or more branches. Remember we said a branch is a single element of a circuit. So the point of connection between two or more branches is a node. A loop on the third hand is any closed part of a circuit. So looking at this diagram here, this first diagram, this 10 volts is an element. 5 ohm resistor is an element. 2 ohm resistor is an element. 3 ohm resistor is an element. 2 current source is an element. Then you see this box where we have 10, 5, and 2. This closed box, a closed circuit. A closed circuit is called a loop. And remember we said a node is the point of connection between two or more elements. These are elements. So let's begin by picking out the nodes and the elements in this equation. So now let's count how many elements do we have, how many branches do we have in this circuit. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. So our branches B is equals to 5. Remember we said a node is a point of connection between two or more branches. So in this equation, how many nodes do you think we have? 3. How is that? You could always choose a point for your reference node, but it's always advised that you choose the down part for your reference node. I know some of you might have been like, oh, this is a node, this is a node, this is a node. Yes, you're correct, but they are all on the same path, so that's why we've circled them all together as one, and we are going to refer to it as our reference node by putting this symbol Hertz or Hertzing, sorry. Reference node is equals to 0. That's the node 1. So we have a node here, right? Because these two, they connected here, so we can't call this one node. No, we join them all together because it never said 2 branches. It said it's a connection between 2 or more. It could be 2, it could be more. So now we have one here, but because it can't stop here, we have another. We have to circle all together as one. Then this, we have one here. So if we had any other direction for this current traveling here, for this wire here, this connection here, if it was going this way, we would have looked backwards. But because this is just one, like you said, is a connection between 2 or more elements. So this is node 1, node 2, and node 3. So how many nodes do we have? We have 3 nodes. Then loop, remember I said, is a closed circuit. So this is first loop, second loop, and third loop. So we have 3 loops. There's an equation we use to confirm our selection, which is B branches is equals to loops plus node minus 1. How many loops do we have? We have 5. Branches, we have 5. How many loops do we have? We have 3 plus 3 minus 1, which is equal to 5 equals, sorry, we have to bracket this because we're together. 3 plus 2, so we have 5 equal to 5. 5 cancel 5. They are equal. I mean, sorry, not 5 cancel 5. 5 is equal to 5. So they are equal. We are correct. Now let's go to the second image. Yes, before we go far, I need us to understand that this and this are resistors. This diamond sign means dependent source. It could be dependent voltage source or a dependent current source. Now, whenever you see an arrow inside, okay, this is when you see circle is independent source, but when you see a plus voltage, when you see an arrow current, right? So when you see arrow, it's current. When you see plus or minus, it's voltage. Then at times our voltage could be given this way. Plus, always know the longest side is plus, the shorter side is minus. This is also voltage. But when you see that they are equal, that's capacitor. See. Yeah, thank you. And take note of that. So for this now, we have to look at it, right? How many nodes do we have? Remember, this is this and this. We join them together. 1. Always pick this as your reference node. 2. And our third node 3. So we have our n is equals to 1. We have 2 loops. I said 1. No, n is equals to 3. And we have 2 loops. So we have our n is equals to 3. Our L is equals to 2. So how many elements or branches do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal to 4. Remember we said branches 4 is equals to loop 2 plus node minus 1, which is equals to 2 plus 2. So we have 4 is equals to 4, which makes our calculation correct. So remember, this is an independent current source, independent voltage source. If it was in diamond, is a dependent source, right? Thank you, and make sure you subscribe. Midecali here.